Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Vasu Kushala
Rama,
Prajna,
भवत्सु कुशल प्रश्न
Atma Rameshu Neshyati.
आत्मा रामेषु नेष्यति
Vasu Kushala Prashna,
कुशला कुशला यत्र
Vasu Kushala Prashna, Atma Rameshu Neshyati.
आत्मारामेषु नेष्यते
Akushala Yatra,
कुशला कुशला यत्र
Akushala Yatra,
कुशला कुशला यत्र
Santi Mati Vrittayaha.
धीमति
Kushala Prashna,
भवत्सु कुशला प्रश्न
Ramesh Neshate.
आत्मारामेषु नेष्यते
Kushala Akushala Yatra,
अकुशला यत्र
Nasanti Mati Vrittayaha.
न सन्ति मतिवृत्तयः
Vasu Kushala Prashna,
भवत्सु कुशला प्रश्न
Kushala Prashna,
भवत्सु कुशला प्रश्न
Rameshu Neshate.
आत्मरामेषु
Kushala
नेष्यते
Akushala Yatra,
कुशला यत्र
Nasanti Mati Vrittayaha.
न सन्ति मतिवृत्तयः
Vasu Kushala Prashna,
भवत्सु कुशला प्रश्न
Rameshu Neshate.
आत्मरामेषु नेष्यते
Kushala Kushala Yatra,
कुशला यत्र
Nasanti Mati Vrittayaha.
न सन्ति मतिवृत्तयः
भवत्सु कुशला प्रश्न
भवतु कुशला प्रश्न
मे सुनिश्यते
आत्मा रामेषु नेष्यते
कुशला यत्र
कुशला यत्र
मतिवृत्तयः
न सन्ति मतिवृत्तयः
भवत्सु कुशला प्रश्न
भवतु कुशला प्रश्न
सुनिश्यते
आत्मरामेषु नेष्यते कुशला यत्र न सन्ति मतिवृत्तयः
कुशला प्रश्न सुनिश्यते कुशला यत्र मतिवृत्तयः भवत्सु कुशला आत्मा रामेषु नेष्यते
आत्मा रामेषु नेष्यते
Try.
भवत्सु कुशला प्रश्न
भवत्सु कुशल प्रश्न आत्मा रामेषु नेष्यते कुशल अकुशलो यत्र न सन्ति मतिवृत्तयो गोत्र कुशल प्रश्न आत्मा रामेषु नेष्यते कुशल न सन्ति
Avatsu,
मतिवृत्तयो
unto you, Kushala, good fortune, Prashnaha, question, Atma Arameshu, one who is always engaged in spiritual bliss, Na Ishyate, there is no need of Kushala, good fortune, Akushalaha, inauspiciousness, Yatra, where, Na, never, Santi, exists, Mativrittayaha, mental confusion. Guru Maharaj continued, my dear sir, there is no need to ask about your good and bad fortune because you are always absorbed in spiritual bliss. The mental concoction of auspicious and inauspicious does not exist in you. Yes, the purport.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.176, it is said, Dvaite Bhadra Bhadra Gnana Sabha Mano Dharma Yeyi Bhala Yeyi Manda Yeyi Sabha Brahma. In this material world, the auspicious and inauspicious are simply mental concoctions because such things exist only due to association with the material world. This is called illusion or Atma Maya. We think ourselves created by material nature exactly as we think ourselves experiencing so many things in a dream. The spirit soul, however, is always transcendental. There is no question of becoming materially covered. This covering is simply something like a hallucination or a dream. In Bhagavad Gita 2.62, it is said, Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Simply by association, we create artificial material necessities. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa sangasteshopajayate. When we forget our real constitutional position and wish to enjoy the material resources, our material desires manifest, and we associate with varieties of material enjoyment. As soon as the concoctions of material enjoyment are there, because of our association, we create a sort of lust or eagerness to enjoy them. And when that false enjoyment does not actually make us happy, we create another illusion known as anger. And by the manifestation of anger, the illusion becomes stronger. When we are illusioned in this way, the forgetfulness of our relationship with Krishna follows, and by thus losing Krishna consciousness, our real intelligence is defeated. In this way, we become entangled in this material world. In Bhagavad Gita 2.63, it is said, Krodhat bhavati sammohaha sammohat smriti vibhramaha smriti bramshat buddhinasho buddhinashat pranashyati. By material association, we lose our spiritual consciousness. Consequently, there is a question of the auspicious and inauspicious. But those who are Atma-Rama or self-realized have transcended such questions. The Atma-Ramas or self-realized persons gradually making further progress in spiritual bliss come to the platform of association with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the perfection of life. In the beginning, the Kumaras were self-realized impersonalists, but gradually they became attracted to the personal pastimes of the Supreme Lord. The conclusion is that for those who are always engaged in the devotional service of the personality of Godhead, the duality of auspicious and inauspicious does not arise. Prithu Maharaj is therefore asking about auspiciousness, not for the sake of the Kumaras, but for his own sake. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yeva Tasmai Shri Gurubhe Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We'll again chant the shloka, repeat after me. Bhavassu kushalam prashna.
Bhavatu Kushalam Prashna.
Bhavassu kushala prashna.
Bhavatu Kushala Prashna.
Atma rameshu neshate.
Atmarameshu
Kushala
Neshyate.
akushala yatra.
Kushala Akushala Yatra.
Asanti mati vrittayaha.
Nasanti Mati Vrittaya.
Maharaj continued, my dear sir, there is no need to ask about your good and bad fortune because you're always absorbed in spiritual bliss. The mental concoction of auspicious and inauspicious does not exist in you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, everybody. Okay. So yesterday we discussed this point. Spiritual world means everything good. Material world means everything bad. Because this is what yesterday we were developing. Everything is nice in the spiritual world. And today there is a meditation on intelligence. Many people cannot discriminate between mind and intelligence. They think both are same because they have never used their intelligence. Some people in this class of philosophers in the world cannot discriminate between brain and mind itself. That's a majority today. And if you can talk about, if you go to the Vedic science, it is different. And the authorities in the Vedas, they say this can be divided subtle body into three parts: mind, intelligence, and false ego. Correct? So how do you discriminate between these three? The mind is sankalpa vikalpa. I like, I dislike. It's like a child. I like, I dislike. It does not use its intelligence. Correct? You give to a child something which he doesn't like, there only he'll spit. You have seen it? But an elder person you tell, now this is medicine, it is bitter, they will take it. But a child, no, you put it in his mouth, therefore medicine, the children have to be sugar coated. Because sankalpa vikalpa, intelligence is not awakened, that has to be gradually awakened. And the intelligence develops, the highest of intelligence develop is that when it comes to its original position of spiritual intelligence. Today, what has happened actually because of material association, I've lost my spiritual intelligence. Therefore, Paramahamsa, he has awakened his spiritual intelligence. He can totally separate between matter and spirit. There are three kinds of devotees: Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama. Uttama Bhakta has awakened his intelligence so much, he sees the Lord in everybody's body. Therefore, he has affection for everybody. A Madhyamadikari is not on that level, but he has understood the philosophy very well. He can preach very well, but he cannot see the Lord in everybody's heart. He discriminates. This is a non-devotee, this is a devotee, Madhyamadikari. Yes, actually, sometimes it is needed. Just like if you are a professor in a college, so what happened? I had to do that work for some time. So the worst part of being a teacher, you have to check copies. Giving class is not such a big deal. Checking copies is a very big deal. Most painful exercise. So when you're checking, so I used to just to encourage, give everybody 100 marks, 95. Then a teacher told me, if you're giving everybody 100 marks, they will not know they have to improve. Correct? So, therefore, Madhyamadhikari, even Uttamadhikari sometimes to preach comes to Madhyama platform. Because Madhyamadhikari discriminates. Uttamadhikari sees the Lord is sitting in everybody's body and everybody is a servant of the Lord. He is in a trance, he is in another situation. Yeah. But that is also, yes, Madhyamadhikari have their own role, but Madhyamadhikari is actually preaching is done by Madhyamadhikari. Uttamadhikaris may not preach. They may just be absorbed. Like we have Haridas Thakur, we have so many personalities. Mostly at the time they're absorbed. They may not preach. There are two kinds of Uttamadhikaris, Goshtanandi and Bhajananandis. Bhajananandis mean the Lord says, you just chant. And just the chanting is so sweet to the Lord. Lord wishes the chanting and He blesses the whole universe because of His pleasure. So Uttamadhikaris do. So Bhajananandis are also auspicious. You get it? Sometimes we feel as Goshtanandis are better than Bhajananandis. That's why we have two Babajis in our Sampradaya. They were just chanting. Because by just chanting, they purify the whole universe. Just by their chanting. Okay? So there is a role. Anyway, so there's a different platform. But we cannot be in that platform, so at least from Kanishta. Kanishta means he has no knowledge of the Shastra properly. He has Komal Shraddha, little faith. Yes, the Lord is there, Acharya is there, Guru is there. But he cannot connect to other devotees. He fails. He is not able to develop relationship and affection to the devotees. Therefore, it's called Kanishta. And practical preaching, he is not able to. See, Kanishta should not discriminate. And Madhyama cannot discriminate. They are the two different words. Kanishta, why he should not discriminate? Because he has no brain to understand who is advanced, who is followed. He should not do anything. He should just practice Krishna consciousness. But on the Madhyamadhikari platform comes when actually somebody is preaching. And then at that moment when somebody is preaching, then actually he has to understand who knows how much. Like you are a teacher. You have to know who is only 5 marks or is 100 marks. You actually see the reality. The word is different. Word is not what we are imagining. It's different. We can see the Lord is there in everybody's heart. Yeah, that's all okay. But when you actually go to preach, you will, just like it happened, just like when we are among the devotees. Generally, if you have to give a class, what I'm going to speak, they know everything. Because among devotees, everybody has received the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. The fundamental fact is already there. We are all servants of Krishna. We should chant the holy name of Krishna. This is fundamentally already there among devotees. Correct? But when you go to meet people who do not receive this first level of mercy, you have so much to talk. Like when we started the online course, 1 hour classes are sufficient. Sometimes question answer 2-3 hours. More we are ready, people are ready to hear. Because there is so much, they not receive the mercy. This is at least at one level, correct? True? True, at one level. Now true, when devotees have received more mercy, we cannot stop their for hours they are explaining things. And now you see at this instance now, 4 Kumaras have come and Prithu Maharaj. Why are they talking? Both have received the mercy of Krishna. Prithu Maharaj is already incarnation and both are listed in incarnations actually, if you see. In the first canto of Bhagavatam, Prithu Maharaj is given the Shashana Shakti of the Lord and 4 Kumaras have been given the Jnana Shakti of the Lord, correct? And they are both incarnations of the Lord in that way, a perfected being. Why Prithu Maharaj is asking anything? What does he need? In fact, as we see, just like Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna takes a role of a student. And he asks Krishna why it is like that, why I have to fight with my relatives, why like he asks so many questions. And actually he need not ask these questions. He knows everything. But why? Because in that atmosphere, the discussion created is glorious. Variyam eshate prashnaha krita loka hritam nipaha. This is a very beautiful, we always quote. The hero of Bhagavatam, the speaker, comes to the second canto. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter sets the scene. What is that? first chapter sets the scene. And actually the teaching starts from the second chapter. Bhagavad Gita, in one sense, opens from the second chapter. There the question answer starts, actually. Arjuna surrenders to Krishna and a spiritual discussion starts when? In the second chapter. Srimad Bhagavatam, spiritual discussions start off right from beginning. We have sages the Naimisharanya talking to Suta Goswami, asking the famous 6 questions, and then going to the different chapter. The discussion is Suta Goswami expanding the area of Krishna consciousness, explains so many things, and then there is the why the Bhagavatam was written. The next chapter start on that meditation, okay? And then Parikshit Maharaj receives the age of then first then there is a punishment of son of Drona, Ashwatthama. Then there is the Kunti's prayers, then Bhishma's prayers, and then if you go there is the Pandavas retiring from this world. Parikshit Maharaj deals with the age of Kali, and then finally we have the Parikshit Maharaj cursed. So 19 chapters. But the hero of Bhagavatam, the Shuka Muni, starts speaking in the second canto. Okay? And Parikshit Maharaj asks him the question, what should I do? Should I just think about Krishna, or what should I do? Can you tell me what should I do? So at that moment, Gunavati Mataji, please be careful here. I have to mute everybody. So the very speaker of the Bhagavatam starts in the second canto, and what he says, Variyameshate Prashnaha. What a question. What is my duty? I am about to die. What is my duty? Look at it. He was not bothered. What is the result of election in Delhi? Not so. Why not today is an Ekadashi day? How many of us are ready to take the pledge that now, from today on, we are not interested to know what is happening in this world. We will just focus and keep hearing Krishna consciousness. Then the same thing will apply to you, what Prithu Maharaj is saying, the 4 Kumara. There is no inauspiciousness possible for you because you have no material association. You are always, all the time, you are in drinking the nectar of Krishna consciousness. That is the 4 Kumaras. What do you think 4 Kumaras are sitting and discussing? They are discussing the result of election in Delhi. What they are discussing? What do you think they will be discussing at any time? In fact, there is a very interesting incident in the Bhagavatam that they ask their father a question. Who will find it out? Let me see challenge. Ekadashi challenge. Find out what very interesting thing happened. They asked a question to father. And the father could not answer. And the Lord appeared as Hamsa to answer that question. Because who else is there in the universe? These 4 boys are there. They are the first children of Brahma. And they are actually incarnations of knowledge in different ways. Somebody of knowledge, somebody of vairagya, different things. Okay? Each 4 sons represent something. They are not ordinary children. And then they get together. Papa, we have a question. They ask a question, and father could not answer that question. And the Lord appeared as Hamsa Avatara and answered that question. So who will tell me Ekadashi challenge? Search in the Bhagavatam, find out what is the question they asked. Yes, and what was the answer? Okay, so interesting. So this is the discussion. That's what the 4 Kumaras are doing. And that is what makes us very interesting. Now you have Prithu Maharaj now sitting in front of 4 Kumaras. What is he asking? Is he asking, that, there one bull was there and that fought with that cow and then that was there. He is not asking any question of Grama Katha. He knows what to ask actually. See, you look at the greatness. He knows what to ask. And he presents himself as an ordinary conditioned soul. How was it? What auspiciousness is there for people like us who are always absorbed in material sense? Is he on that platform? No. But still, you have to create a discussion, no? We have to create a discussion. He's inciting it, just like what Srila Prabhupada used to do when his disciples. Okay, now let us take a role. You are an atheist, I am a devotee. Let us discuss. And both will start debating and from laughing. In fact, very interesting, all the devotees used to laugh at Srila Prabhupada. He will say, sometime Prabhupada will start banging, you idiot, you shut up. And all will laugh because they're playing the role of a non-devotee. And then Prabhupada said, now let us reverse. Now you take a role of a devotee, I take of a non-devotee. And Prabhupada is to create a discussion. So how we have to create a discussion? Sometimes Srila Prabhupada, when he was free, he says, bring Krishna book. Not that Prabhupada is saying, now let we have some 1 hour time, bring the newspapers, let us discuss. No, never. In the morning time, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Read the headlines, go, that's it. If ISKCON is there, something connected, yes, that's it. Whole day, Prabhupada's principle was not a moment should be wasted. And Prabhupada personally in his life showed that. Avyartha kalatram. A devotee means does not waste one moment. Just like, we say, when the day will come, my Lord. What is the shloka? What the day will come? That just chanting your name, tears will come in my eyes. When the day will come. Shishtastaka. Yes. Nayanam galat. Oh, sorry. Everybody is muted. Take care. I'll unmute everybody. Nayanam galat ashudharaya. Vadanam gadgada rudhaya gira. Ulkai nichitam vapukada. You could have asked GPT the question. You will get the answer. What are the question asked by 4 Kumaras that Brahma could not answer? And what are the answer Hamsa gave? Anybody ask ChatGPT, you will get the answer. Try. Okay. So anyway, the Nayanam Galada Shudharaya Vadanam Gadgada Rudhaya Gira Pulakai Nichitam Vapukada Tavanam Grahane Bhavishyati. We hear this. This is very advanced. Before that, come to one more stage, Avyartha Kalatram. Don't waste a moment. Because moment you are associating it with, because if you are not serving Krishna, when you are wasting time, you are associating with Maya. And then your situation can be auspicious or inauspicious. But if you are always absorbed in Krishna, there is nothing inauspicious possible. Everything is auspicious now. Everything is auspicious. So therefore in the Bhagavatam, in this purport, Prabhupada says, how mental energy, when we have a desire for sense enjoyment, we start the first foolishness, we start hoping that there is happiness in this world. Correct? And we open our eyes, thinking there is some happiness in this world. Either in the Panchendriyas have 5 objects. Correct? Eyes have form, ears have some music, nose has some smell, tongue has something, skin has touch. We have a hallucination that one of the interaction of the sense with the sense object, something will make me happy. We have some imagination. And that's how Dhyayato starts. We start thinking maybe there is some happiness there. Sangasteshu vajayate. We start getting attached. And then Sangha sanjayate kama. On a foolishness that yes, if I have this, I'll become happy. Kama, it's just increasing now. It's actually a psychology. Somebody can do PhD on this. When I used to show the shloka in the colleges, even the tough colleges, students used to all take a snap of that. I said, this is a PhD work. Krodhat, and then when your foolishness is not satisfied, you become angry. You are angry for nothing. There was nothing in it anyway. Just like trying to enjoy material happiness is said like trying to take milk out of the goat's neck, their nipple kind of thing. There is nothing there. Why you are wasting your time? But we start imagining, and we get into our intelligence. Therefore, has to be awakened. Sampratam labda buddhihi. Now I become intelligent. Usrajayatyan. My dear mind, get lost. So the intelligence is gradually awakened in good association. And the intelligence becomes dulled by bad association. Dhyayate vishayapumsa sangasteshu bhajayate sanjas sanjayate kama kama krodha vijayate krodhat bhavati sammoha. Then we become illusion. Sammoha sviti vibramaha Smriti bhamshad buddhinashat pranashati. So Bhagavatam gives an example of Ajamila, it gradually went down, gradually, step by step, step by step, step by step. ठीक है ना? You can analyze. Dhyayato, when he looked at the prostitute, I think I'll become happy. Sangasteshu bhajayate, got attached to her, then developed passion. He didn't even know her. Then Sanjayate Kama Kruda, why no, I want, why not, why not? Then lost his intelligence, he's already married. Samohaspati Vibramaha, lost his total memory. He has studied so much Shastra, this is good, this is bad, lost his memory. And then intelligence, that this will take him actually to hell, everything lost. And then Pranashati, falls down to foolishness. So there is intelligence actually which has become quite dull. It is said when we are sleeping, our intelligence becomes quite dull. Therefore, before sleeping, we have to pray to the Lord every day because our intelligence and discrimination will be very least. We almost become like an animal. The animal, the intelligence not to do sense gratification doesn't exist. An animal, when he sees a sense object, just runs. Correct? You see a bone to a dog, dog will just run. His intelligence doesn't work. That I should not do sense enjoyment. This is not good for me. This is not, you cannot talk all this. You are not the body. You cannot do all this to an animal. Intelligence is practically become very, very weak. So we also, when we sleep, our intelligence becomes very weak. Therefore, a very nice joke is, day is what you want to be, night is what you are. Because actually you see where your realizations, because the realization will protect you both day and night. See, it has been seen when somebody drinks too much, because of that influence also intelligence becomes dull. People, they start abusing, they start singing. Tamasic person, now we should not do that experiment, but it is said if a sattvic person drinks, he goes to sleep because he feels the situation so embarrassing that he just withdraws himself from the public and he goes to sleep. Sattvic will not drink, but by mistake, suppose you mix and give him, he will feel so uncomfortable because he's losing control on himself. He's just going to take rest. He will shut himself away from the world. The rasic person, when he drinks, srisriradhagovindatemple ki, what he will try to do? He will start singing. That has been seen. I have seen in college. I know who has seen in college also. You must have seen with a friend. The intelligence becomes very dull. They start singing. And tamasic person totally becomes crazy and he starts abusing. So if he sees his boss, he will say, "Kya samajhte ho? Aisa order dete rehte ho, kya hai?" He will, in intoxication, he loses. Similarly, the dream situation. In the dream situation, you see you do all that. You totally lose control of yourself. Therefore, it is very important to pray to Narasimhadeva before you sleep because you may because anyway experience is same, no? Correct? See, gross body or subtle body. We can do foolish sense enjoyment in either of them. And end of the day, everything happens in the subtle body. We are not even aware of the gross body till people start staring at us. Yeah? We are not even aware. We all live in the subtle body. So we may, in the dream time, indulge in so much kind of enjoyment. And as a devotee becomes more and more sincere, he develops one capacity. Now, once there was a big discussion that in the dream time, the intelligence totally lost. So one person said, no, it is not totally lost because as we advance in spiritual life, pure devotee, no question, even in dream time, he is in love of Krishna. Krishna reveals to him spiritual television and he is seeing the pastimes of the Lord. He is so advanced, he cannot live for a moment with separation from the Lord. He goes mad. So much love for the Lord is there. Therefore, for him, day or night, he is seeing out all the time Krishna Leela. So for him, there is no question of Maya even in the dream. But for us who are, conditioned souls, the dream is an opportunity. See what happened? both day and the night. Krishna is the one creating the field of experience for you. Both he's creating. It's like a television. Krishna is in control of the channel he's going to put. You're not in control. Krishna is in control, okay? And he's going to put, he takes you through an experience in the day or in the night. Now what happens is that in the night time compared to daytime, the control is less, okay? But still, Krishna is the one giving the experience at both. Maybe some level of choice is there in the day depending upon your guna. Sattva guna means person's intelligence is better awakened. But in the dream time, person is just, so you may have some desire. And in the daytime, you're not fulfilling that desire. In the night time, Krishna will fulfill that desire in the dream. So therefore, devotee is little careful. And therefore I told you, day is what you want to be, night what you are. It is Krishna based on your desires, it is responding what you are. So therefore, little awakening of intelligence is needed in good association. And that is the only way something happens, you know. Krishna Shakti vina na hoy parivartana. Actual works happens. You know, we see Srila Prabhupada went to America. Before that, so many people went to America. Nothing happened actually. It's not an event to be recorded. For something actually to happen in this world, there has to be spiritual consciousness and a pleasure of spiritual discussion. Then transformation actually happens. You know, it's not easy to, just like Prithu Maharaj is talking to 4 Kumaras, that is actually an event which is to be recorded because something significant is going to happen. You got it? Just like Srila Prabhupada went, a spiritually surcharged person, and the disciples around him asking questions to him, discussing with him, either it's a morning walk or Srila Prabhupada class, or all devotees Prabhupada are dancing in Sankirtana. Actually, it is an event which is of some significance. Something is happening there. The rest is just Maya, dance of Maya, which is, who is interested in that? Monkeys are jumping, who goes and watches that? What is there? It's not an event. Therefore, I always joke, if a material newspaper, suppose journalist from material world, goes to the spiritual world, he will have nothing to report. Because no death occurs, no bomb blast occurs, no election occurs. What will he report? Kuch nahi hai idhar. Kuch nahi hai. And if a spiritual personality like Vedavyasa is coming and recording, most of the events of today he has not recorded in 12th canto of Bhagavatam, which he talks about the future of Kali Yuga. Even in Bhavishya Purana it is not there. They don't record. Because it's not an event to be recorded. Monkeys or dogs are running and fighting. What is there to record? Why you want to waste your time? So, today being an Ekadashi, now how many want to take a resolution that yes, from now on, I will become totally udasi to the nonsense of this world. I am not interested. How many are ready? Like the 4 Kumaras, we had that, I told you the Shaunaka Rishi told Suta Goswami, is this incident you are talking about, can anybody locate that? This comes in the 1st canto of Bhagavatam. When he's talking about somebody can locate, we can see the exact words. When he talks about the cow and the bull being beaten by Kali Purusha, Suta Goswami says, why you are telling us this? Is there any importance to this incident? We should not waste one moment. Is this anyway connected to Krishna Katha? Just imagine, cow, bull being butchered is a very serious thing in Vedic culture, correct? So please don't talk about it. Continue with Krishna consciousness. Can anybody locate that? 1st canto. So very serious. So can we today, being an Ekadashi, take the determination, will not waste one moment. And if you do that, all auspiciousness will start. But if you're not doing that, you're associating with the metal energy, then something is good and then something is bad. But if you are only asserting the spiritual energy all the time, everything is good. Okay? So take that opportunity. Okay, anybody got the question, answer of the... okay, let me see. This is first canto you got. And nobody got this question by the... Okay, who has done that? Library. Oh, you got 11, 13, 16. Interesting. Let us see first. Okay, very good. Very good. See, these kind of discussions should be there now, isn't it? Now, Prithu Maharaj is talking to... we are all interested. Interesting. Vedavyasa, now Prithu Maharaj is, what is he asking? You see, whenever the discussion, what happened? Okay. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Putra Hiranya Garbhasya Anakadayaha Prapacho Pitaram Suksham
Prapachopitaram suksham.
Prapacho Pitaram Sukshmam
Prapachopitaram suksham.
Yogasya Kantikam Gati.
Yogasya
Supreme Personality Godhead, once the mental sons of Brahma, namely the sages headed by Sanaka, inquired from their father about the difficult subject matter of the supreme goal of yoga. Okay, now let us just read the translations. The sages headed by Sanaka said, "Oh Lord, people's mind are naturally attracted to material sense objects, like us. And similarly, the sense objects in the form of desire enter within the mind. Therefore, how can a person who desires liberation, who desires to cross over the activity of sense gratification, destroy this mutual relationship between the sense objects and the mind? Please explain this to us." How is it that the desire for sense enjoyment is there, sense objects are there in this world, so how is it possible for us to, to come out of this? We are stuck. Basically, we are stuck. Shri Bhagavan Vacha, now Lord has come us. So Supreme Personality Godhead said, "My dear Uddhava, Brahma himself, who is born directly from the body of the Lord, who is the creator of the living entity in the material world, being best of the demigod, seriously contemplated the question of sons headed by Sanaka." He is thinking how to come out of Maya. We are stuck. Senses are there, sense objects are there, and it's tied up. Desire for enjoyment is there, sense objects are there. How we can come out? Intelligence of Brahma, however, affected by his own activities of creation, he could not discover the essential answer to this question because he's busy in creation, just like we get busy with so much logistics. Inauguration is about to happen. Prabhuji, I had one question. Somebody asked a question, marble polish thing, we will also speak like this. So Brahma said, I'm busy with creation. So many species, 84 lakh species. Abhi 80 lakh hi hua, 4 lakh bacha hai, tum kahan lage ho, time nahi hai mere paas. So Brahma somehow absorbed the creation, could not answer. And you read the purpose, you will get better analysis. Okay? So at that time, what happened? Lord Brahma desired to attain the answer to this question that was puzzling him. That he fixed his mind on me, the Supreme Lord, at that time in the form of Hamsa. I became visible to Lord Brahma. So Lord came to help Brahma, you see. Okay? So Hamsa also means it separates, correct? Water and milk. To separate the mind of Brahma from too much absorption. Marble polish nahi. Thus, seeing me, the sages placing Brahma in their lead, came forward and worshipped my lotus feet. That is Hamsa Avatara. Then they frankly asked me, "Who are you?" See, when Brahma was not able to answer the question of the sages, this Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada is commenting. What did Brahma? Started meditating on my Lord, I'm busy in creation. What is the answer anyway? His mind was clouded at that time. The Lord then assumed the form of Hamsa and appeared before Lord Brahma and the sages, who proceeded to inquire for the specific identity of the Lord. Okay. My dear Uddhava, the sages being eager to understand the ultimate truth of the yoga sutras inquired from me, now please hear as I explain that which I spoke unto the sages. So isn't it our mind should be busy with all this, Anna? Why mind is busy, who wins the daily election? Is it important? One set of jokers, another set of jokers. Why we waste our time? Anna? If it is Krishna involved, we should be interested. Like Mahabharata, Krishna is involved in the war, we are interested. Otherwise, all. My dear Brahmanas, if when asking me, who am I, you believe that I am also a jiva soul and there is no ultimate difference between us, since all souls are ultimately one without individuality, then how is your question possible or appropriate? Ultimately, what is the real situation or resting place of both yourself and of me? Just started, huh? He said, we both of us same, like when Mayavadis say. Chalo, let us continue the answer, let us see it. If they are asking me, who are you? Because they ask a question, who are you? See, both are same, then don't ask this question. Who are you? You are referring to the metal body. Then I must point out the all metal bodies that constitute the 5 metal elements out of fire and ether. Okay? Thus you should have asked, who are you 5? If you are asking metal body, then it's Panchabhuta only. Who are you 5? If you consider all metal bodies are ultimately one, being constantly essential to the same element, then the question is still meaningless, since there would be no deep purpose in distinguishing one body from another. Correct? If you're anyway you're made of metal energy, first thing you can differentiate Panchatattva. What are these 5 Panchatattva's? Okay, Panchabhuta, sorry. And then if you're not more, you go more deeper, it's all metal energy, then why ask the question? It's all same anyway. Thus it appears that in asking my identity, you are merely speaking word without any real meaning or purpose. Just imagine one question, who are you? Uska aisa de do kisi ko. So you go somewhere and somebody asks, who are you? Introducing, so you are thinking if I am the body, then you should ask what is bones, what is tissues, because that is what I am. Panchabhuta is another way definition. But if you think we are just a metal energy or hydrogen from normal understanding, hydrogen, carbon all combined, then why ask this question? It doesn't have any meaning. I am no way different from you. Within the world, whatever is perceived by the mind, speech, eyes or other senses is me alone and nothing besides me. All of you please understand this by straightforward analysis of facts. Now then. Because there is nothing else than Krishna. Krishna and Krishna's energy. There is nothing else in this world. It's similar to aham eva sameva agre. My dear son, the mind has a natural proclivity to enter into the material sense object, and therefore, as similar sense objects enter into the mind. But both in the material mind and the sense objects are merely designation that cover the spirit soul, which is part and parcel of me. How nice. A person who does achieve me by understanding that he is not different from me, he realizes that mental mind is lodged within the sense object because of constant sense gratification, and that the mental objects are existing prominently within the mental mind. Having understood my transcendental nature, he gives up both mental mind and its objects. Correct? So when he understands spiritual, when he comes to the spiritual platform, we can actually come out of this trap. Correct? Because as the consciousness comes down, we become trapped in this way. That's what the 4 Kumaras are asking. But if you understand our identity as part and parcel of Krishna, and nothing to do with the material world, we can, by spiritual practice, just like we do sadhana, then you can give up both the material mind and the objects also. That's the answer given by Hamsana. Okay. Waking, sleeping, deep sleep are 3 functions of intelligence and are caused by the modes of mental nature. I was explaining to you. Right? Waking, sleeping and deep sleep. The living entity within the mental body ascertained to possess characteristics different from the 3 strands, thus remains a witness to them. Therefore, what is Susupti, Swapna, Susupti, Jagriti, and Turiya. So general, in material consciousness, we have 3 states. Susupti, in the Swapna, we are sleeping, we are not aware what's happening, correct? And Susupti, deep sleep, totally forget everything. जैसे बोलते ना घोड़े बेच के सो गया है ना. Swapna, susupti, and jagriti, so-called wakefulness in this world. That is also in Maya. All three are in Maya. We have to come to Turiya. That is the transcendental situation. Then you are out of the trap of the senses and the sense object. Because you see in this world, everybody is trapped by the sense object in different ways. Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. We see whatever in this world is the dance of the three modes. That's Bhagavad Gita. Prakriti kriya madani, gudai karmani sarvashaha, ahankara vibhudatma kartaham iti manyate. So you see, such beautiful, Krishna is creating question answers. And Hamsa is continuing. The spirit soul is trapped in the bondage of material intelligence, which awards him constant engagement in the illusory modes of nature. But I am the fourth stage of consciousness, Turiya, beyond wakefulness, dreaming, and deep sleep. Okay, we understood that? Becoming situated in me, the soul should give up the bondage of material consciousness. At that time, the living entity will automatically renounce material sense object and also the material mind. Even mind you can dump. You don't need this material mind. See, the soul has eyes, the soul has whole form, the soul has mind, soul has intelligence. Everything is covered. Spiritual intelligence is covered by material intelligence. Spiritual mind is covered by material mind. Spiritual body is covered by material body, correct? Spiritual senses are covered by material senses. It's just like I take you, throw you inside a robot and I connect your eyes to the TV. To the TV is put. What is the TV connected to? The eyes of the robot. So we have whole body, we have actually covered by, that's the Maya's business. The false ego of the living entity places him in bondage and awards him exactly the opposite of what he desires. Therefore, an intelligent person should give up his constant anxiety to enjoy material life and remain situated in the Lord who is beyond the functions of the material consciousness. This is Hamsa as the Lord's advice to us, but we will not listen. According to my instruction, one should fix the mind on me alone. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Think about me alone. Now sometimes it feels that why is Krishna asking this? Isn't it too much? Because he's also thinking about you only. Krishna can at all the time think about everybody together. See, like sometimes it happens, husband goes to office, you make 50 calls. Whole day I was thinking about it. I called you 50 times. You didn't pick up once also, correct? So when somebody is thinking about you, he can demand that you should also think about it, correct? Expectation. Krishna is constantly thinking about you. It's not that he is busy, he forgot and it was on the backside. No, he's constantly thinking about you. Constantly. So Paramatma is there in everybody's heart. And without blinking eyes, it is watching what you are doing and what you are thinking. Both gross and subtle activities, it is watching. Without blinking. We blink. Spiritual eye, there is no blinking. Therefore, gopis curse Brahma. Like a material body that you have blinking. What blinking? So Krishna is so interested about you. It looks the way we are living, we are neglected by the Lord. We are not neglected. Krishna is constantly thinking about you. So when he's thinking, he can also ask, no, fix your mind upon me alone. But you can say, Krishna is so powerful, he can think about everybody at the same time. But we cannot do that. He's as Paramatma sitting in everybody's heart, is actually localized form of the Lord, seeing your situation, seeing your desires, is totally focused without blinking. If, however, one continues to see many different values and goals in life, rather than seeing everything within me, then although apparently awake, one is actually dreaming due to incomplete knowledge. And just as one may dream that one has awakened from a dream. Therefore, Uttamadhikari, the Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Sthavara Jangama Dekhe Dekhe Natara Murti, Sarvatra Hoy Ishtadeva Spurti. Now this is the given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. When a devotee sees anything, actually he doesn't see anything, he sees Krishna everywhere. So is it that he sees a chair now, chair disappears, Krishna is standing there? No, he sees Krishna Sambandha everywhere. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. You see, this is another energy of Krishna, just like Vishwarupa. It helps us to understand everything is nothing but energy of Krishna. So we have to come to that platform. Only see Krishna. In that way, Bhagavad Gita, whole chapter is there, Vibhuti Yoga. Why? Is it a waste of time? No. The sun, that's how we have to, Prabhupada said there is a tremendous spiritual advancement to understand the sun and moon eyes of Krishna, because your connection is being developed, correct? Vibhuti, Krishna's energy, Krishna's opulence, this is also Krishna's energy. Oh, wonderful tree, what a design by Krishna. Oh, the air is coming now. How beautiful it is. And this is also Krishna's intelligence only. We are borrowing from Krishna only all the intelligence. Krishna's intelligence, nice air. Krishna, thank you so much. You thank Krishna all the time. Although apparently awake, one is actually dreaming when he is not able to see Krishna Sambandha. And he is in illusion. Just as one may dream that one has awakened from a dream. You have that sometime? We dream that I am dreaming. Many layers you go into. Sometimes. You have seen that? You got a dream and you are dreaming. In a dream you are dreaming. And in a dream you wake up, in a dream you wake up and you are still in the dream. Now woke up, actually I was only sleeping, but actually still you're sleeping. It happened, all these kind of funny things happened to us. Those states of existence that are conceived of as separate from the Supreme Personality of Godhead have no actual existence. And that's the Chatushloki also similar thing. If you think anything is away from me, it's only play of Maya. Everything is connected. Although they create a sense of separation of the absolute truth. Just as the seer of a dream imagines many different activities and rewards, similarly, because the senses of existence separate from the Lord existence, living entity falsely perform fruitive activity, thinking them to be the cause of future rewards and destination. Fruitive activities are all done in dream, in foolishness. So last one, we read one more. While awake, the living entity enjoys with all its senses the fleeting characteristics of mental body and mind. While dreaming, enjoys similar experience within the mind, and deep, dreamless sleep, all such experience merge into ignorance. By remembering and contemplating the succession of wakefulness, dreaming, and deep sleep, the living entity can understand that he is not throughout, he is one throughout the three stages of consciousness and is transcendental. Thus he becomes a lord of the senses. Okay? I'm just going through different kind of illusions of Jagriti, Susupti and Swapna. But actually I'm away, I'm a transcendental to all this. Okay, Hare Krishna. So when you get, so this is actually glorious to have discussions like this. Read from the Shastra, try to understand. Just like we see cow, when he eats all day, then it starts chewing. So when you hear whole day, we should start chewing this. We should see, and if I can get some time, I wanted to read the whole conversation. Spend your time in that way and save time. Today, in Ekadashi day, particularly we don't shave. Like today, I was about to shave. I said, Ekadashi, you know why we don't shave? Have some sense. Why we don't shave? We can save the 10 minutes and we can chant Hare Krishna. Okay? Why is it on Ekadashi day we don't cut nails? Because we save the time and we can chant Hare Krishna. Why on Ekadashi day, actually in principle, why we don't cook? We just eat fruits and milk. So we can save so much time. So whole principle is saved. Even Ekadashi day, we even avoid going for shopping, another thing, which you can do other days, Some essential thing, okay, you take medicine or something, you're essential take. But otherwise, we go to a mall, spend 3 hours, I think I'll buy that dress. We save such times on Ekadashi. Generally it is said, don't go for shopping on Ekadashi. Don't waste time in any way. Because Krishna, what he does is that on Ekadashi day, he gives special mercy, extra. So that time should be totally utilized. Okay? Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dhamma Pranam.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Rama Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama